Today on Suncoast View, are there too many people on Tamiami Trail? Those who live there think so. They're petitioning against some new development. We'll tell you where.
Well, we never miss a chance to celebrate, and today we will raise a glass with Siesta Key Rum for National Rum Day and celebrate a new version of the Suncoast's award-winning product.
Sarasota Opera presents performers that you might not expect there and you sure won't want to miss as they wrap up their special summer season. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show and happy Friday Eve.
Yes.
We've almost made it.
Yes, we
Our
have.
first week of being live.
Yes.
Oh, I love this.
Our first week of back to school, which brings up a question I've been dying to ask you all week. How is Carline?
Oh, wow. Well, I've only done my practice runs. I'm riding beside my daughter now. Monday, I start on my own. So they give you this card, and as you go around the block, you show your card, but they weren't seeing my card. So I jumped out of the car, and I was screaming, Lila, Leo, Lila, Leo.
So the card has their name on it, so the
and what
teachers
grade
know
they're
who
in.
to send out.
Yes. The car line, 4 blocks long.
Wow.
Again, I jumped out to take a picture of those lines, but they made me get in the car again. They say you can't take pictures and stop the whole line. The kids.
And oh, by the way, those are minors you're taking pictures of. That would be the other reason.
Cars, they go on forever.
I would be intimidated. The car line, I understand, is serious business.
Oh,
Do
it
not
is.
mess up the order.
There's no
They yell at you.
laughing and no making things stop. And Lila, the 5-year-old, couldn't fasten her seatbelt, so we couldn't move until she did. And all the cars behind us hated us, I know. So finally we get going, and I say, go that way, Kathy. And she says, no, we need to go that way. We stay where we are, and we're in the car line again, and we go.
Oh my gosh. So at least now you know why you had to do some dry runs and you weren't offended by this.
I am so scared. I'm going around and around that school this weekend just to get practice.
That
I feel
is
like I
amazing.
want us to go with you. I feel
I
like we
know.
should do a segment.
But she's exactly right. There's no rhyme or reason to the way, I mean, there is a rhyme or reason from the school's point of view of
Yeah.
where you go in and where you go out and why you loop all around. But as the driver, you're like, seriously? You know, it seems very odd. And it doesn't change all the way up through high school. Car lines are ridiculous and car lines are confusing.
And you have to be in the know. You cannot
Absolutely.
be a newcomer like me. You have to be in the know because
Right.
nobody's going to wait while you learn.
I've had to pick up my nephews before, and I thought, well, I don't really know what I'm doing. I didn't really pay attention to the rules, but I'll just charm the people when I get there. Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's
that's-
easier to get through the TSA or get your passport than it is to pick up your relative.
That is hysterical. Well, I love that Linda's learning, and I love that Kathy's made you practice. So we will hear about her
Oh, my
maiden
goodness.
her voyage coming up on
If I
Monday.
don't see you Monday, it's because I didn't do it right.
All right, well, I have the other end of the spectrum. We had one of our many goodbye dinners last night for all the seniors of high school that are now heading off to college. Reagan and I went to dinner with her kindergarten buddy. This is Madison McManigal, the girls. We moved here halfway through kindergarten, so Reagan was very nervous, knew no one, very scared. Maddie was one of her very first friends. Robin became one of my very first friends, and the girls have stayed close, as have Robin and I, through all the years. And we're sending Maddie off to Florida State tomorrow, and of course Reagan goes next week.
Oh,
so
I wish they were going to the same school. Wouldn't
I
that be
know,
nice?
but it was fun to see the girl. I mean, they've literally been together since kindergarten, so it's fun to have that kindergarten friend and wish them off well in their college endeavors. So they
And-
survived Carline.
I'm glad. I'm glad, and you did too.
There is
Exactly.
life after car line.
There
that's
is.
The theme for
Although I've heard moving into college dorms is a whole nother line and a whole nother procedure, so I will take notes because I'll be the one being yelled at next week. All right,
glad
well,
to
we're
hear
going to
about it.
see who is in the Rice's Appliance Kitchen today. We welcome Lauren from Morton's Gourmet Market. Great to see you and the gorgeous things you brought with us. Tell us what we're making today.
We are making Grandma Gigi's banana pudding.
Grandma Gigi?
Yes.
Is that your grandma?
It is my grandma.
Oh,
so I've been
I
eating
love
this for about 34 years.
Wonderful. And I take it Grandma Gigi has the best recipe ever, and that's why we still
In my
award you.
opinion, absolutely.
Oh, I can't wait to taste it and compare it to my mom's.
Perfect.
We are very excited about the banana pudding and all the other tasty treats you brought. So great to have you with us.
Thank
and
you for having me.
speaking of tasty treats, Joey seems to be keeping them all to himself on his end.
I mean, they just happen to end up over here.
What do you have
Joey.
there? I see a pastry with a hole in the back.
Yes.
So somebody sampled it.
Joey.
Oh, no, that one wasn't me. There are some pastries that I know have been filled with some deliciousness, so I will pass them down. But Linda, I feel like you should probably be very familiar with Morton's menu at this point.
I am very familiar with Morton's because I don't cook. I don't like to cook. And so I would always call Morton's when I had special guests in town. And it was so funny because I'd call them so often, they'd say, last time Chuck Noll was in town, you had that. Wouldn't you like to have something different this time?
Did she just whip off the last time Chuck Noll was in town?
Well,
I mean, he's not a big deal or anything.
That was a sly name drop.
That was a big
long
name drop.
Well, that's the one that I was trying to impress. The NFL had their meetings here. So every time they
Really?
had their meetings, they'd come over to our house for lunch. Morton's did the lunches, and they remembered what people liked and what I had.
I love that.
After my daughter's first wedding, the day after, they had a party on my back porch, and it was so beautiful that next time Kathy got married, we had the whole wedding on my back porch. So we go way back together.
I love going into Morton's because like you see old friends and they're all your friends that work there. You know, like
Right.
it really is a neighborhood market, and I loved seeing them all the time at Oslo Rep. They're the in-house caterers
vendor
at
there,
Oslo
right.
Rep.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yes, they've given me many a wine.
And I like mine till halftime.
I like the pastries are absolutely fabulous. So we're glad to have Morton's with us today. It is time for our first hot topic, and Sarasota residents are sounding off about the proposed expansion of the Bath and Racquet Club on US 41. So they sat down with project developers to voice their concerns about density in the area and the resulting traffic issues. So the developer wants to add nearly 200 residential units on Tamiami Trail near Trader Joe's. Those opposed presented a petition with more than 300 signatures. Getting kids to school safely with increased density, one of the major concerns in the area. What do we do about things like this? I mean, it's not their fault that there's so many stores and that it's crowded.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to have a different way out. I was there yesterday because my vet is right in that area, and you have to wait forever at that light because so few people can get in there to Trader Joe's. And if there are all those condos back there, maybe they could go out to Bee Ridge or to another road, not just all dump out on 41.
I agree. You need to figure out. It's already a problem getting in and out of Trader Joe's.
Oh, it is.
And then if you add the condos, it's going to be more of a problem. There are some workarounds that will take you in the neighborhoods. The neighborhoods are going to hate me for saying this.
right.
Behind Bath and Racquet, but that's not ideal. They're very small streets, and it puts you out on a one-way that goes a different way. So I think if you're going to put it there, you really need to figure out the roads first. That
Yes.
intersection is a problem.
So we like the fact that the residents who are already there are saying, hey, whoa,
Yeah.
this is
Yes.
going to mess up our world.
Yeah.
And don't just sit home and gripe about it. Do something.
Well,
Say
right.
something
I'm
now.
glad they went to that meeting. You know, it was an active discussion, and, you know, the city's going to have to decide what to do about
Yeah.
it. But
We'll see if they listen.
it's
It'll be
good that people
interesting.
are speaking out. I mean, you're right, rather than just sit home and complain.
And I
so.
think that there's varying levels of saying I don't want development, because I'm of the mindset of I want the development, but I agree that I want to wait until the intersections around it can handle it. So I know there's some people that say no more growth, no more development, stop building. I think that there's levels of that.
Right, and the growth is coming. We've just got to do it right.
Yeah.
And recently, we've seen several examples of how we've done it wrong. How
Yeah.
big buildings got too close to the street with very little sidewalk area.
And I
things
like the
that.
word density. I mean, density in a neighborhood matters. You can get to the point where there's too much happening
Yes.
and nobody can cope. I mean, honestly, I feel like I live in a neighborhood like that. I mean, we have major problems on school mornings because
yeah.
it's too dense with people trying to get kids to school. So you don't want that to happen in that area.
Yeah.
So
You
we'll
should have
see what
lived in
this-
a worse neighborhood. Nobody would live there.
or a place farther from a school. So big changes are coming to the NFL this year. The ladies are going to have some competition out on the field, as in the cheerleaders. That's right, male cheerleaders are coming to the NFL. Joey, this is
love
your
it.
chance.
Yes.
And guess what? They're doing the same moves as the girls. So the first teams to utilize this are the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Okay, what would Bud say? That's my first question.
Bud rarely noticed the cheerleaders. He was so focused on the game, so all of that was, in a different world for
Right.
him.
Okay, that's
but
a
he
good
would have
answer.
liked. I mean, those guys are athletes. They
Absolutely.
are athletes. He made his players when he was at Georgia Tech take dancing lessons, take ballet lessons, because he wanted them to get those movements. So he would
footwork.
admire the guys that are good at that.
Yeah, and I know that there are obvious jokes that people are making about men being cheerleaders, and haha, that's fine, that's funny. You've proven you've not evolved as a person. But
Right.
when you look at a male cheerleader, I know that I couldn't do it because of the strength aspect. They have to be strong guys to be lifting and throwing the girls. So I think if you're making fun of male cheerleaders, then you should flip that and think about what would you say if you were talking about women not playing the sport,
Exactly. Well, there's NCAA has had male cheerleaders for years and years and
Oh,
years.
yes.
I mean, somebody's got to hold the girls and base the girls
I
if
was
they're
in
doing
college.
that cheering.
Yeah, we had male cheerleaders when I was in college.
Exactly.
So this has been going on a long time. I don't know why.
This will
it's
be
new.
more dance-oriented, I think, anyway, than traditional
already is.
stunting.
We're not
but- right.
talking pom-poms either, you know.
Exactly.
So
Right,
I think it's
exactly.
great. I think it's awesome,
too.
and I think it's a way to kind of, if this goes into this colleges and universities, it's a great way to kind of get more people involved in supporting the team.
Now, here's an interesting question. You know, the NFL's had a lot of trouble this year with the female cheerleaders voicing poor treatment and pay and things like that.
Watch their pay increase now.
Let's
that men
see
are
what
involved.
happens
Now,
with
that will
men
bother me.
getting
Isn't
involved.
that amazing?
I
Right.
have always said, when you go out for cheerleader, you know what it pays. And
Absolutely.
if you don't like that, then don't go out
That's
for
a whole
the job.
nother discussion.
Yes.
It'll be
I didn't
interesting
even-
to see if
I didn't
that
even think about
discussion
that. That's-
stops.
We'll have to watch this.
With men
Yes.
involved. So,
That's going to make me mad if that happens.
well, it might benefit the girls,
it
though.
would benefit the
Yeah.
girls,
Using the
but if that's
system.
been the reason.
Yeah, we don't like to see it have to have men involved to have the girls get
Yes.
better treatment. We'll see how it goes. So the movie ticket service Movie Pass is having a lot of trouble. First, they changed the way their plan works, which didn't make people happy. Now some are saying it won't let them cancel their plan. Users say after they opt to cancel, they get an email that says, oh, we're going to restructure and give you a new plan. Okay, this first of all reminds me of Linda on the phone yesterday, and I didn't mean to eavesdrop, arguing with your former security company, who was also not letting you cancel.
But I have to pay 75% of my whole year bill.
Yes,
to cancel.
exactly. So but that's kind of what MoviePass is doing. They're not letting you opt out. And Joey, I know you said you've recently signed up.
Yes.
Maybe explain MoviePass again.
Yeah, so our producer Matt was a big fan of it when it started, and basically you could pay. There were tiered systems. I paid about $9.95 a month, and I could see unlimited movies, one movie a day. You couldn't go to more than once a day. For the month.
For
And I thought, this is
$9.95?
great. If I go see
Right.
one movie a month, I've
Pays
made my
for it.
money
Right.
back. And it's at participating theaters, which are most of our theaters here, not the big ones like Cinebistro. But then they started messing with the system. They had a big power outage, system outage. I had recommended it to my mother-in-law and her family. They used it. They tried to use it on that weekend. They canceled. So immediately now, I've recommended them. They did a poor job, so I feel weird about them. And now they've knocked down how many movies you can go to. You can only go up to 3.
Because obviously they're not making any money.
Yes, it seems like they've just been a lesson in taking a good idea and how to do it wrong. You know, like Netflix has inched our monthly price up, but they've not affected the quality of what we're getting.
And it's still low enough that nobody seems to be complaining.
This just keeps taking away things from you, and while you're still paying the same price, which in our head will take away the value.
Absolutely.
So it's too bad. I think what it is doing, though, it's sending people to other movie loyalty programs, like AMC, I think, has a movie program. So people are already bought in on the idea of, I want a movie pass type system.
Right.
So they're looking to see what else is out there. So it might be good for other movie
Well,
subscriptions.
one thing I've learned, always find out how you get out of the contract if you
Yes.
need to cancel.
Let people out, really.
Yes.
You know, you're not doing anything
Right.
except making them more angry at you.
Yeah, Linda was taking out those people on the phone yesterday. I won't tell you which company it was, but woo, you were hot. It was funny.
I'm starting all over today. I'm not out of that contract yet.
We'll report tomorrow. All right, well, we all have those days where we just want to curl up under a blanket and hide until we feel better about the world. Well, here's a new blanket that's designed to help. It's a weighted gravity blanket to ease stress, anxiety, even insomnia through deep touch pressure. So here's the way it works. The pressure of the blanket actually helps our brain receptors to increase levels of serotonin and melatonin to feel better and fall asleep. It's also very calming. Think of the feeling of the lead shield used at a dentist's office for x-rays. It is especially helpful for kids, but it's also being used to unstress adults.
That doesn't seem unstressful. I've had those things on me in the dentist's office, and they feel very uncomfortable.
So do you not like the weight of
No, I
covers on
don't.
you? Okay,
And
now
the
I
trapped
do.
feeling.
I
The
do.
trapped
I
feeling.
want to be trapped and snuggled and under my blankets.
Yes, I just get very warm in the night. So while I would like it as I fall asleep, in the middle of the night, I would want it off me as soon as possible.
Well, I think it's hard here because it's warm most of the time.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I think to
it's
think
sort of-
about sitting under weight.
Seems like a straitjacket to me. You know what they used to put people in when they had
Well,
mental
as
breakdowns.
kids, we like to be swaddled. So I wonder if we still have that feeling as grown adults, that we still want to be a little, protected.
Oh, that's trapped to me.
Oh, that's interesting because it is supposed to increase the serotonin and make you feel better in your brain.
It works for
But
dogs, I know, with those thunder shirts.
Yes, it's like a thunder shirt for a human.
I don't need a thunder
I'll
shirt.
come in a compression shirt and we can see if it'll work. I'll bring you one.
They are out there and they're very, very popular,
I'm
actually.
intrigued. I'd like to try one.
If you check on Amazon, reviews are very high. Pretty expensive, too, a couple $100 for that blanket, but we'll have to see how it works.
Or you could just go to the dentist and have them put one on you there.
Hang out there all day. So your emoji options will soon be expanding. The Unicode Consortium, which apparently is the official emoji governing board, who knew we needed one, they have 179 proposed draft candidates for the next generation of emoji. So this is a big win for diversity and disabilities. The proposed additions include emoji couples holding hands. There's a total of 55 different skin tone and gender combinations, plus a service dog, a deaf person, a person in a wheelchair, a cochlear implant, and even mechanical limb emojis. So that's nice that they're becoming more inclusive. Here's my question. I do not mean this to sound cynical. Are we using that many emojis? I mean, I have about 5 I throw in.
I have very few.
I feel bad if you've gone to use an emoji and you don't find one that represents you. I don't know what that feels like. However, I don't know that emojis were supposed to, represent every aspect of our lives.
I do not want an emoji that looks like me. I want one that looks like Stephanie. I don't want an old lady emoji. Thank you very much.
Oh, stop. Actually, there is a grandma emoji, and she's adorable.
I will not.
She's adorable. I'll send you the bikini. All right, we're going to check in with our mid-morning forecast, and when we come back, we found something to celebrate with Siesta Key rum.
Across the peninsula, quiet conditions through the morning hours, but by afternoon, I think we'll see the radar starting to light up in inland locations as the sea breeze builds. Not a lot of cloud cover across the peninsula, mostly out in Gulf waters where there's been persistent shower and thunderstorm activity. So we'll have plenty of sunshine to heat us up and get that sea breeze building. A southeasterly wind flow around an area of Atlantic high pressure will be kind of a dominant flow. It collides with our sea breeze and triggers off those showers in inland locations. Rain chance at about 30% today. We'll look for that east wind to continue through the next couple of days, maybe a few less showers over the weekend because of some drier air filtering in at mid-levels, and then that west wind that we had all week long, wind last week as well, will return by the time we get to Tuesday of next week. 90 degrees our daytime high today or thereabouts with a 30% rain chance.
There is a hidden gem here on the Suncoast. Tucked away in an industrial park on the north side of Sarasota is Drum Circle Distilling, makers of the nationally award-winning Siesta Key rum. And since today, August 16th, is National Rum Day, we asked distiller Wyatt Roberts to stop by and raise a glass with us. Great to see you, Wyatt.
Yes,
to see you as well.
And he brought presents, but we're going to need to talk about it before we try it. So for people who are not aware, the distillery is such an interesting place. Tell us a little bit about what's there and what people can actually come experience.
So yeah, we're open for tastings all the time, so you can always just come by and get free samples of rum, which is always good. Then we also have tours every Tuesday and Wednesday and Saturday as well at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock.
And we've actually done this. So tell us a little bit about, I know we have some video of our tours. Tell us a little bit about what people see of the process.
So in the tour, we go over the entire process. We tell you a bit about what rum is in general and how you actually go about making it. And we go through the bottling as well and a little bit about the history of the company so that you can know who we are.
And you're a family company, which we, of course, absolutely love. Now, you do things differently than other typical rum, mass-produced rum. I know this is called a craft distillery. And one of them is using different types of barrels for aging. So tell us about your new barrel project.
Okay, so we've got a few barrel projects, but the one that I brought along with me today is a beer barrel one. So what we do is we get barrels that have had beers aged in them from different local breweries around town, and we age some of the spiced rum in them. They get some of the beer notes from the beer that was in there before, and then when they're finished aging, we send them back to the local brewery that we got them from. So it's a cool little collaboration process.
And then will they make beer and things that have had the rum aged in them?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
They'll use those barrels to
wonderful.
age some beer in there.
Wonder why nobody's done this before. That's a great idea.
Let's call it upcycling, right? We're not wasting barrels.
Yeah.
We're trading back and forth. All right, so will there be an actual flavor of beer on the back end of the rum?
Oh yeah, and this
Tell us
rum,
about what we're trying.
Yeah, this is one of the beer barrel products. This was aged in a barrel from Motorworks Brewery over in Bradenton, and it had a blood orange imperial stout beer in it. So it's got some pretty nice citrusy notes.
Okay.
Oh, it smells good.
I'm by no means a rum connoisseur, but you can definitely taste a little stout on it, which is very interesting because it smooths out any kind of bite the rum might have.
Do you all collaborate then with, based on the flavor that was in that beer barrel, what you'll add to the rum so it'll complement?
Well, we like to experiment with a lot of different things. So a lot of the time we'll do things like stouts and porters that traditionally go well with rum, but sometimes we like to do things that are a little bit more out there, like a Bananas Foster beer that we did with Big Top Brewery that turned out very well.
You had me at bananas.
And this is one of the barrels here, right?
Yes.
And you mentioned it's not just beer you're doing this with. What other kind of barrel aging are you doing?
We also have some little experiments on the side. We recently got some used maple syrup barrels and put some spiced rum in there as well. Yeah, that's been turning out really well. And then we have some more traditional barrel-aged products where we age them in used bourbon barrels. So there's a few things that we have going on. We like to experiment.
And is that what sets you apart as a craft distillery? Explain to everybody what that means versus, the mass-produced rums that we, have seen in the stores.
Yeah, so I think the big thing that makes us a craft distillery is just that we take a lot of pride and time with our rums. We only use natural products. Like for the spiced rum, we're using real spices like cinnamon or cardamom that you can buy ground up at Publix if you want to.
Right.
And everything's very small batch. If you get a bottle, you'll have the batch number written on it by hand by one of our employees, Patrick. So everything's just very personal and not artificial.
And what a pride to be able to have this produced right here on the Suncoast. Now, I understand that you are up for some very lofty recognition. I know the rums themselves have won many awards, but the distillery itself is making it. Tell us about that USA Today list.
Yeah, so there's a USA Today competition. They do it once every year, and they have all the different spirits for it. But in the rum competition, we're up there we're nominated, and you can actually go yourself and vote for us. And right now we're in a very close second place. We overtook first for a good while there. So you can go and
We've got to
vote for
vote.
us.
Yes, you
Yeah,
need us.
absolutely. We like to win here on the Suncoast. That is for
Beach,
sure.
best rum.
All right, we will post the link to how to vote for Siesta Key Rum and the distillery there because it is a little bit complicated to find. So we'll post the link on our page. Make sure you know where to find Drum Circle Distillery so that you can vote as well. And of course, go visit. And don't miss the new beer barrel aged rum release to celebrate National Rum Day is, of course, coming up this Saturday, August 18th at 10 a.m. Always a great time at the distillery. If you never have been there, it is a wonderful place to take yourself, to take your visitors. It is on the north side of Sarasota. For more information, you can visit siestakeyrum.com. We'll be right back.
Introducing the ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker. This all-new mobile weather lab is just one more way. The team you trust is keeping you ahead of the storms. The ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker, sponsored by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189. now.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now,
800-604-0398.
or visit SoClean.com today.
Welcome back. Hey, if you want to get the weekend started a little early, a fun event tonight in Venice. The Venice Wine Walk is back, which is great fun. It is along participating locations right there on Main Street, so you can stroll, try wines from store to store, do a little bit of shopping. As many as 700 people are typically there for this event, so just something nice to do to enjoy the historic downtown area and the various shops.
It's so beautiful.
It
They have
is.
kept their charm. It's still old Florida, but so many wonderful things to buy and eat down there.
Yes.
And drink.
It's at a great value. Tickets are $10. You get to sample tons of different wines and enjoy your neighbors.
And I know some of the businesses in downtown Venice needed a little love through some of the construction that was going on, and some of it's still continuing.
Exactly.
So a great way to support them.
Definitely, and a good time to get out and about before we get the in-season crowds here.
Isn't it funny you support people around here by drinking wine?
I don't think that's funny at all. I think it's phenomenal. By the way, speaking of going out and about, we do want to mention that Friday Fest at the Van Wezel, which is scheduled for tomorrow, is canceled. And we're sad about it because it is canceled due to the red tide concerns. Obviously, as we've been talking about endlessly here on ABC7, the respiratory factor is the reason, is that we don't want to, encourage people to be out and about on the water there, especially with the concerns of the respiratory
I was
issues.
worried about that because ABC7 has a booth there.
Right.
And I was going to be there, and I was thinking that red tide is going to be awful.
I know a lot of people are disappointed because they look forward to it every month.
Yes, but it's coming back next month.
September 13th, I believe, off the top of my head, is the next scheduled one. So we'll keep you posted on that, and we're certainly confident we'll have those issues hopefully cleared up by then. Speaking of great things happening across the area, Joey's been noticing the Sarasota Ballet is getting some great press right now.
Yes, of course we love them here on the Suncoast, but they are, as we speak, in New York City. They have gone, this is the second time they've been invited up. They were there 2 years ago. They are performing through this weekend at the Joyce Theater in New York, and they are taking some of their programs that we've enjoyed down here, a lot of tributes to the work of Sir Frederick Ashton, which I know Ian Webb has brought a lot of that to us. Also some work by Christopher Wheeldon and choreography by the principal dancer, Riccardo Graziano. And there was just a great write-up about them in the Wall Street Journal yesterday.
So it's a big deal.
Yes.
It's a
we
huge
wonder
deal.
why everybody's moving here because we've got New York class entertainment right here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so great for them. I can't wait to find out when they come back.
And by the way, speaking of great entertainment, and thank you to all of you, we have a huge happy award to announce that Stage Store Studios, they've been on our show. We were talking about how they were competing for a People's Choice Industry Award. They won.
Yay!
And that's because everybody went online and voted for them. You may remember they were on our show a few months ago performing The Boy Who Loved. It's a hip-hop routine, and Stage Store Studios is a great local Suncoast dance studio that has been getting stage awards here in the state and now national recognition for their talent.
So excited for them.
Yeah, they were great kids, great dancers, and just great to see that recognition. So thanks for voting for them. We appreciate it. Coming up next, we're going to learn about different types of nut butters. Stay with us.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Another pair of satisfied emotions. Looks to me like elation and maybe some amazement. It's part of the Honda Summer Spectacular Event experience. You could say satisfaction comes standard here, just like the Honda Accord comes standard with a luxurious, roomy interior. All at the Honda Summer Spectacular Event.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Accord, 2018's North American Car of the Year.
Until recently, getting older meant losing your energy, memory, sex drive, even gaining weight, but it doesn't have to.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jenny Wilkins, owner of Age Vital Pharmacy Research and Wellness. Reversing or slowing the effects of aging can be as simple as supplementing vitamins, minerals, and hormones that your body needs in order to look and feel young again. At Age Vital, we do this without taking harmful prescription drugs that often have a longer list of side effects than benefits. Growing older doesn't mean you have to feel older. Age well, Age Vital.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Our nation's servicemen and women show great courage and leadership, both on and off the battlefield. When they transition to civilian life, they can apply the skills and values they learned in the military to the workplace. That's why the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is urging employers everywhere to be smart, bet on a vet. Hiring a veteran is also a great way to show your appreciation for them. To learn more, call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Lauren from Morton's Gourmet Market, where we're going to have a showdown with Lauren's grandmother's banana pudding versus Linda's mother's banana pudding. However, only Linda's going to be able to have the showdown because she didn't bring her mom's pudding. You have a funny family story, though. You're a highly trained chef, but yet they always want you to make pudding at home?
Without fail. Every time I go home or they come to visit me, you know, Mom, what do you want? Grandma Gigi's banana pudding. And she eats it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner until it's gone.
Now, is this part of the Morton's offerings as well? Did Grandma Gigi make your menu?
We are going to add it to our menu and have it in our refrigerated case going forward.
Sounds like a good idea.
I love that.
Yes.
All right. Well, we cannot wait to try it, and I'm sure we'll agree with your family. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Joey?
Well, lunchbox sandwiches are not what they used to be. It's not just about peanut butter anymore. Other nut butters have exploded in popularity as well. And there are some very tasty products found locally right here on the Suncoast. Jane Byam is here to tell us about Bliss nut butter. I love this because it used to be that it was just peanut butter in the aisles, and now the aisles have extended with all the choices.
But you don't know what they taste like.
Yes. Why do you think all different nut butters have grown in popularity?
Well, I think people have want to have the health benefits, which they have good protein, good fats, and they just want to experience.
Good taste,
yes,
really. I mean,
absolutely.
when I think about when I was a kid, I never saw almond butter on a shelf or even
Never.
available.
No.
And now almond butter is so common that there's even more extravagant butters like what you have brought us. Now, the health aspect, a good PB&J when we were a kid was a nice balance, but some people I know get worried about maybe the fat content of nut butter, but it's a good fat, right? So when we're talking health?
Yeah. Well, in our products, in our peanut butters especially, we have less than 5 ingredients, and you want to look at that label. to have that less than 5 ingredients. We have peanut butters, our peanut butter, there's peanut oil, there's organic raw honey, and just a little bit of sea salt.
Wow, so
that's it.
You've actually brought this butter from a friend of yours in Oregon, so it's made in Oregon, born in Oregon,
Yes.
and now it's available here on the Suncoast.
Yes.
All right, so we can't talk about nut butter without tasting.
No, we can't.
Well, and I have so many questions. Like, you know, when we talk about the fat benefits and the health benefits, are they different from nut to nut?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can kind of, as we taste them, I can kind of talk
Okay,
about
good.
that.
Tell if this is a low fat or a high fat or a high protein. Okay, good.
We've
So-
heard of a wine tasting, and we're going to be doing a nut butter tasting.
I can't wait.
And I love that you had a very specific order you wanted us to do it in. So you'll have to tell us why that is
Yes.
too. Where are we starting?
Well, we're starting with sunflower seed butter. And now
Okay.
sunflower seed butter is a good alternative to peanuts because so many people have peanut allergies. Okay?
I love it. And
Yeah.
it kind of tastes like
Yeah.
peanut butter a little bit.
Yeah.
In a substitution sandwich, I'd never know the difference.
Kids would not know the difference.
I agree. You could sub this out easily.
And it's become quite popular.
Is this one better with certain things than peanut butter would be?
Well, I have recipes with, you can use it in salad.
Oh, okay.
It would make a great dressing.
Yeah, we have a little, take a little piece of cucumber, put some sunflower on, and
Good
sriracha
idea.
for a little hors d'oeuvre.
Oh,
that's
So
nice.
there are things you can do with it besides just put it on
Okay, so don't be
toast.
scared of sunflower
Yeah,
butter.
exactly.
We'll tell you you
Yeah.
could sub that one.
All right,
no
we don't
problem.
want to
What's
pick on
next?
good old
Okay.
peanut butter, right? So
Okay, and then and just the plain peanut butter.
This is plain
Okay.
peanut butter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this
and
is
it's
it.
just it's organic raw honey, and she uses a liquid organic
good.
raw.
Boy, is that good.
Because as opposed to a lot of companies use powdered
Okay.
honey.
Oh,
But
okay.
she uses the organic liquid honey.
And it makes a difference because there is almost an order of flavors that come in. When
No.
you say plain old peanut butter, this is more not just plain.
Yeah, I haven't tasted
flavors,
that before.
The flavors develop. And
Yeah.
it's the process that she uses, which is a fresh ground process, which yeah.
It almost maintains the integrity of the
Exactly.
ingredients.
Well, you can
Right.
taste the peanut
Yes.
more, but
Yeah.
I check the sugar grams because as a mom, I'm always doing
Right,
that.
yeah.
They're used to
Yeah.
me being picky.
Well,
It's only 5
5
grams of sugar.
And that's in 2 tablespoons.
That's really
Wow.
low
Yes.
for peanut butter. If you check the
Absolutely.
commercial brand, it's off the charts.
Well,
so
I
this
like
is
your
great.
point too about you don't want something that has more than 5 ingredients
Right.
in it, which you can find in a lot of the
Absolutely.
supermarket. All right.
Okay, and then we have one with we have the peanut butter with chia seed in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
let's see
chia
that.
seeds are good for omega-3s and they're good for fiber. Plus, they're a blood sugar stabilizer.
And
it
guess
just
what?
gives
You
it
never know it was in there.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
just
a
gives
good
it
way
a
to
little
get it
crunch.
It's very crunchy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do too, but it's a good way to just have something added. You know, like we're trying to hide them in smoothies
Right.
usually. You might hide them in peanut butter.
Right.
I'm
like
a big
that.
fan of
Delicious.
cinnamon. I try to put cinnamon in everything. So you have one for us with cinnamon.
Yes, I do.
You can look at them and tell.
Here we go.
I'm going to bet on this one.
I don't know.
That's my.
I think you.
There we
may-
go.
So this is chia seeds and cinnamon
Yes.
in this one.
Yes, and that's our classic.
Okay.
That's our
Cinnamon's a
number
nice
one.
addition to
That's
peanut
our
butter.
number one. Yeah, that's our number one seller.
And I know cinnamon has
Yeah.
so many health benefits. It not only does it
does.
add a nice flavor, but I know that it's good for blood sugar.
Yes.
All right, hazelnut. I've never had
Okay.
hazelnut butter.
Okay, so this is a hazelnut.
Okay.
Tell us about
And
hazelnuts.
hazelnuts, they're the best hazelnuts are from Oregon, number one. So, and they're very good for magnesium.
It does have a different flavor.
is.
Yes.
And I like it.
different.
Yeah, it is very different. Yeah.
And again, it's sweetened with organic raw honey and just a little sea salt. Now,
Okay.
when you're tasting, can you taste like a salt?
Yes.
Yes.
I taste
Later.
the salt on the back of that.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
it. And it is. It's like they
The
go in,
flavors
in
develop.
an order. All right, there's a hazelnut with cranberry.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
All right.
That's a
Get
nice
your
little
cranberry.
addition.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
a little
let's see
fruit
how
in
that
it.
tastes.
And I put that on butternut squash.
Really?
Yes. For at Thanksgiving
That's a
time.
great
and it
fall
was
This is delicious.
wonderful.
We're going to keep
Yes.
tasting, but I know that you are available at different farmers markets. You can find Bliss Nut Butter at the Venice Farmers Market, also at the Punta Gorda Farmers Market. You can also go online to Jane's website. Keep an eye out. She will be opening a store down in South County where you'll be able to pick up all these local items, which is great. Go to afterhoursfarmersmarket.com. We're going to keep tasting the nut butter. When we come back, a preview of Sarasota Opera House's surprising events.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, the chief of police at SRQ has resigned. He was under investigation for an unnamed issue. The latest on this story today at noon. The jury goes behind closed doors this morning in the Paul Manafort trial. He is accused of financial fraud years before he ran the Trump campaign. Here's the Thursday forecast now from John Scalzi.
So we are looking again at a pattern that's very similar to what we had yesterday. High pressure in the Atlantic, southeasterly wind flow that collides with a sea breeze in the afternoon, triggers off the showers and thunderstorms favoring our coast as opposed to the other coast. Those showers will be kept pretty close to the I-75 corridor. The showers will then move off to the north and to the west, producing about a 30% chance of rainfall today. Plenty of sunshine around. That'll help boost our temperatures up into the low 90s once again. Hit 91 yesterday.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb.
And I'm Ray Collins. State officials say red tide might not go away anytime soon.
We'll tell you what business owners and local groups are hoping that state politicians will do to help them get back on track tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
So we watch an area of high pressure bringing us a pattern that we're used to this time of year, inland showers and thunderstorms.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Get breaking news, plus first alert, weather and traffic focused on where you live. Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 5.
The Sarasota Opera House brings many different types of performers to its stage, and this summer the opera is featuring a different kind of show for the dog days of summer. It's called Sarasota Opera House Presents. Richard Russell, the executive director of the Sarasota Opera, joins us now to tell us about what's going on. So what are you presenting in August, Richard?
Well, the first thing we did our Tony Danza show back in May.
We loved that. What a great guy.
It was great fun. Yeah, he was a great guy. On Saturday, we are hosting Ricky Nelson Remembered by his two twin sons, Gunnar and Matthew Nelson, are doing a tribute show to Ricky Nelson. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes, and his own sons are doing it.
His twin sons have developed this kind of multimedia tribute show to him. So there'll be some video as well as them performing some of Ricky Nelson's famous songs like Garden Party and Hello Mary Lou. So it should be great fun.
I remember them as a music duo. They had quite a few #1 hits.
Yes.
Like in MTV videos, I remember
And
seeing
actually,
them.
in researching the show, I discovered that with Ricky Nelson, the twins, and then actually Ricky Nelson's parents, they're the only family to have 3 #1 top hits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
3 generations?
3 generations.
Oh,
of,
they
yes.
were big in my day, I want to tell you. why did you decide to do shows like this that are so different from opera?
You know, a couple of years ago, we started this film series during the summer just to create a little bit more activity during the summer. You know, we have to pay the air conditioning in the summer anyway.
Yes.
So I figured let's have people come into the Opera House. So we started the film series, and that's done very well. We added classic films last year. And then I thought, what if we do a couple of shows? The Van Wezel doesn't do anything during the summer. So we can do I'm not trying to replace them, but just to do a couple of different kinds of things to get people into the Opera House into the summer. And so we did the Tony Danza, we're doing this Ricky Nelson show, and then we have Laura Benanti coming in September. So
some people are sort of put off by opera because it seems so classical and dignified. Do you think coming to the Opera House like this for this kind of show will bring them back to see opera?
Yes, I think it's true that one of the barriers to people coming to opera is they're afraid of the theater. They think they have to get dressed up for the theater, and it's a forbidding place. So that's why we want to try to create different kinds of entertainment for people to come and to say, this is not, it's a fine. You can enjoy yourself, you can relax, and just enjoy all kinds of entertainment.
Well, tell me about Laura now. She's your next actor.
I'm excited about her.
Me too, actually. I'm a huge fan. I saw her in Gypsy a couple of years ago.
Oh, yes.
And what a great actress and a great singer. And she has a wonderful CD out. So Laura Benanti is a great actress and Broadway two-time Tony winner. She's coming to do kind of a cabaret evening on September the 21st.
And she has this amazing, lyric soprano voice, but this humor that is almost like, I don't want to say Bette Midler, but just a humor of more of a brassy girl at times.
It's really true. It's
she's
really
so
true.
fun. Yeah.
She's got a great sense of humor about herself and about the art form, about Broadway, and she's such a wonderful singer too, which I really enjoy.
Well, you have to be particular about who you invite, what kind of shows you pick to come in this part of the season, don't you?
Well, we're specifically not doing classical music or opera or things like that. I really wanted a broader kind of entertainment to try to bring in an audience that we wouldn't normally get during the regular season. I mean, we're so busy during our season here in Sarasota with opera, and then when we're not performing, we have the ballet and the orchestra. Yes. So I felt like bringing in another kind of entertainment would kind of broaden our audience and have different people come to the Opera House. And we always know that when people are new to the Opera House, because they ask where the bathrooms are. So it's
where the lines for me.
Exactly. So, and when we did the Tony Danza show, there was very few people I recognized in the audience, which was great, which is what I wanted.
I was there.
You were there. I recognized you.
She knew where the bathroom was.
Yes. That's why you didn't see me.
Yes.
So the fall season starts in October.
We do. We start with the Barber of Seville in late October, and we have a wonderful lineup of operas this season. It's going to be, I think, a very exciting season.
It sounds really terrific, and we're so glad there's something there in the summertime.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Richard. And for more information about the Sarasota Opera's summer season and the season to come, go to sarasotaopera.org. We'll be right back.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
It's hard to see when you're outside at night. It's time for the Atomic Beam Sunblast, the new solar-powered light that's super bright. Atomic Beam Sunblast lets you add a light anywhere, and the atomic solar panels charge the built-in lithium-ion battery quickly. Then the 180-degree motion sensor turns on the light when you get near and automatically turns off when you disappear. Look, here's a best-selling outdoor solar light, and here's the Super Bright Atomic Beam Sunblast. Get the Super Bright Atomic Beam Sunblast for only $19.99. But wait, call right now and you can double your order and get a second Sunblast, plus our best-selling Atomic Beam Flashlight. Just pay a separate fee. That's 2 Atomic Beam Sunblasts and the Atomic Beam Flashlight. Call now.
Call 1-800-431-6640. That's 1-800-431-6640. Or visit mysunblast.com. So call 1-800-431-6640. Order now.
When ABC7 declares a first alert weather day, it means we can expect major changes to weather conditions here along the Suncoast.
It means it could be severe, potentially dangerous weather ahead.
We tell you when a first alert weather day is coming because we want you to be prepared.
A first alert weather day is an advance warning. We'll let you know about any changes in the weather when the first signs appear.
ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC7 wherever you are, on our live stream, on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com. Click on the Apps tab to download the ABC7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android.
Until recently, getting older meant losing your energy, memory, sex drive, even gaining weight, but it doesn't have to.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jenny Wilkins, owner of Age Vital Pharmacy Research and Wellness. Reversing or slowing the effects of aging can be as simple as supplementing vitamins, minerals, and hormones that your body needs in order to look and feel young again. At Age Vital, we do this without taking harmful prescription drugs that often have a longer list of side effects than benefits. Growing older doesn't mean you have to feel older. Age well, Age Vital.
We have a great show coming up tomorrow on Suncoast View, something I know all too well. Thousands heading back to college campuses. The biggest concern, how do you pay for it? We will talk to our financial advisor about how parents and grandparents can best help finance a college education.
Oh,
you have to do it carefully for there really to be a great benefit to the student. So she's got some great information on protecting it tax-wise, making it user-friendly for the student, and you know, we all want to get the most for our money.
Yes,
we do.
yeah, and sometimes you have to start early.
Yeah, I definitely advise starting early.
Yeah, if you don't do it right, you're wasting your money.
Exactly. So that's going to be a great discussion tomorrow as we wrap up back to school week. Pastries in the kitchen, great with Morton's Gourmet Market. That's where we're going now.
This is an ABC7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, could an ozone treatment machine help fight red tide? We'll explain. And how teachers from all over the state came together to help another teacher when he needed it the most. Right now, though, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
We'll watch a high-pressure ridge out in the Atlantic provide a southeasterly wind flow. That's pretty typical for this time of year. And it generally fires off showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon that help cool us off during the maximum heating of the day, which today should top out at about 90 degrees or so. Sea breeze will be pretty close to the coastline, kept there by that southeasterly wind flow. We'll look for most of the showers to occur along the interstate corridor. We'll have a daytime high, as I mentioned, in the low 90s yesterday, 91. 30% chance of rainfall today by around 3 to 7 p.m.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
I work hard all day, and this is why. But taking care of my money has never been easy. Brinks knows what's valuable to me, making it easy to keep track of my money and pay my bills on time.
Here's to the strong, to the dependable, to the trusted. Your family counts on you. Who can you count on? The Brinks Prepaid MasterCard. With direct deposit, you can get your paycheck or government payments up to 2 days faster.
I don't have time to wait for a paycheck, cash it, and then run around and pay bills. Brinks knows what's valuable to me, time.
Call now or go online to get your Brinks Prepaid MasterCard. There's no cost to order and no credit check. Load money onto your card, and then shop online, pay bills, buy groceries.
I get a text alert every time our card is used, so we always know our balance.
And we're protected from unauthorized transactions. Brinks gives us peace of mind.
With Brinks, you can conveniently manage your money online and with the mobile app.
I get cash back on everyday purchases. Brinks knows what's valuable to me, saving money.
Call now or go online to get your Brinks prepaid MasterCard. There's no credit check and no cost to order. And with a qualifying direct deposit, we'll upgrade you to Brinks Preferred with extra benefits, including a savings account with up to a 5% annual percentage yield. And in this TV-only offer, personalize your Brinks prepaid MasterCard with your photo for added security. Get paid faster with the Brinks prepaid MasterCard. Manage your money on the go, anywhere, and get the peace of mind you deserve. Brinks knows what's valuable to you. Call right now to order your Brinks prepaid MasterCard.
Call 1-800-290-8144.
There's no cost to order. Call now.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Welcome back. We're here in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Chef Lauren from Morton's Gourmet Market. Lauren, what are we making?
We are making Grandma Gigi's banana pudding today.
Oh, I can't wait to taste this.
Yes. So I'm going to have you go ahead and cut some bananas, roughly about a half of an inch thick.
Oh, I
we'll
need
put
my
them in this
ruler.
bowl.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you do the mixing. So we're going to go ahead and pour the milk in.
Okay, so I have to point out something I think is amazing. It's okay not to take a box pudding and make it better.
And that's what's going to blow your mind.
I love this.
Not cook and serve. It has to be instant pudding.
Okay, so we are using instant pudding, and this is a highly trained chef. Thank you. Now I feel better. Okay, so we're doctoring the box,
So we're
as I call it.
doctoring the box, yes.
Okay.
And the reason I did this is so viewers at home can make something super fast, super simple, super easy.
And super delicious. Yes, exactly. We don't want to separate egg yolks and cook them.
No.
Don't
We're
want
not
to do
gonna
that.
go through the pastry cream.
No.
This recipe, your grandma's, was this for special occasions or pretty much any time there was dessert?
Pretty much anytime there was dessert, yes.
Okay, so we did milk. Let me point out we are not using the recipe on the box by any means because I know it doesn't usually have sweetened condensed milk.
No, it does not. We actually use half the amount of milk that the pudding calls for.
Okay, got it.
And then I'm gonna steal this for
Yep,
you.
you're
So
gonna scrape that in?
we are going to pour this in.
Oh, wow.
Okay, everything is better with sweetened condensed
Right?
milk.
You can't go wrong.
Cooking with that.
Oh, yes.
All
So
right.
just scrape this out.
No wonder it's so good.
Yes.
Got it. So we're whisking the two types of milk together with the pudding. Okay.
You get all the lumps out? Is that?
I'm trying.
Right?
Yes,
Oh, no, I mean.
Great critic.
No, I know that sometimes when you bake, you want to leave lumps in, but not in
No, we
pudding.
want all the lumps to go
All
away.
right.
And then we have our Cool Whip, which you can absolutely make it with regular whipped cream.
Okay.
But this is another short, easy
shortcut.
way. So in the pastry world, we always sacrifice the first third.
Okay.
So the reason we do that is to bring the texture up so it's a little lighter and fluffier.
Really?
So we whisk it in, and then it's easier to fold the rest of it in.
Okay.
So you sort of eat that first one.
The first
So
third
you
we
just
use in
mix it in.
here.
Yes,
the
ma'am.
rest of it is what we use.
Oh no, we mix it all in.
Oh, okay.
But when we say sacrifice, that means we're going to whisk it, so we're going to deflate it.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
gotcha.
So
Yes.
I'm taking the whip out of it, basically.
Yes,
The
pretty
air.
much. And that's to take that pudding mixture and kind of lighten it up a little bit.
Okay, got it. And then we'll switch
And
to
then-
folding more
then we
gently.
fold, right.
Okay.
So
So
then
am I
we
done
do-
with the whisk?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna go here
Learning
with that.
some good, I don't want to say cheats, but some good tricks.
Yes. So then we take the next third, and if you want to fold it in.
Sure.
And then
Gently up and over?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Got it. All right. And
we
then
can cheat a little bit and kind of.
Okay, I don't want to deflate it.
No, not too much.
I don't want deflated pudding.
And that's another reason we do Cool Whip is because it's not gonna deflate as quickly as whipped cream.
Right.
And then we're gonna go ahead and start building.
Okay.
So we have little individual trifle dishes.
Okay, so we make layers.
So we make layers. So if you want to start with the vanilla wafers in the bottom.
How many do you think?
I think 3, because I like a nice little soft cookie.
Okay.
All right,
in the
3 on the bottom. You want to go ahead and do these since I'm still folding?
Yes.
Yep, we can have
I'm watching and you're doing a great job.
Well, you're critiquing is what you're doing, but that's all
We're
right.
gonna go ahead and add the last third in.
Okay. And I may have you do it. So actually, I'll fold and you assemble because we've got just a little over a minute, and I want to make sure we get to put it in our mouths. Perfect.
I'm with you, Stephanie.
And then we're going to do the bananas next.
Bananas next.
Yes, ma'am.
So honestly, this is a great simple dessert. The kids will absolutely be crazy about it. And the trick is elevating the pudding by adding your special ingredients.
Correct.
I love that. So
Correct.
buy the instant pudding, you make it a little more special, then you throw in Nilla wafers and bananas, and Grandma Gigi's got it going on.
Yes. And it's super easy to make with the kids. I've taught a lot of classes
Is
with...
it ready to put one together?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she's going to do it fancy with the pastry bag.
We're going to do it with a scoop.
Yeah, let's do it like we do it at home.
That's the way I would do it.
All right, this is Grandma Gigi's banana pudding. This is a recipe that you can make at home. We are using an instant pudding box as the base, and then we just layer in bananas and cookies. So a great trick from Chef Lauren at Morton's Gourmet Market. I love the trick of using the ice cream scoop,
Oh,
too.
it makes it easy.
So it's not all messy and all over the place. You have some wonderful kitchen hints for us, so thank you for sharing.
And then we have a large trifle
Oh,
that's
and it
finished.
looks beautiful in a trifle if you are entertaining. So grab the recipe online. Go visit Chef Lauren at Morton's Gourmet Market. I'm telling you, the pastries, the cakes, the pies, absolutely to die for. So thanks for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.